doing? Toji moving crazy. Oh yeah, the anime as well. I forgot. That's a thing too.
Oh yeah, we have to talk about that. There's some major things to talk about in the anime with that.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of. I'm glad that they showed Toji actually using the inverse spirit of heaven to block it, like I've been saying, and no one believed me, but it's true. Legends are true.
That's not the thing I want to talk about. The thing I want to talk about was just how fast Hollow Purple was formed, because it looked like time was frozen.
Yes, I was thinking the same. Like, okay, if that's the case, why didn't he use Hollow Purple when he wrapped his legs around? That's crazy.
I'm just gonna assume
Sukuna.
he didn't have the amount of cursed energy to do it. Like he was too drained.
Maybe. Actually, well, he has the 6 eyes. He can never be.
Well, he was. It was because of how much he was using RCT that he was draining himself by that point. It was who was it again? It was either Kusakabe or the other mask guy, Inumaki, who said it.
True, because he couldn't use both reverse curse technique and simple domain at the same time, right? Oh no, wait, he could, but wait, what was it? He couldn't heal his curse technique, but also use reverse curse technique in like another. So there is a limit. Yeah, there's definitely a limit. You're right about that.
Yeah.
I see everyone in the chat. Gojo, Satoru, explosive, Iki, heavy, weather. Yasi, fallen.
It's time for the plan.
Aisha.
Come on.
Oh, the plan. Hey, I'm interested about this. Is this when is this coming?
I'm just waiting for them. I'm hoping they know as well because I told them and a bunch of them know, but I'm just gonna wait and see to see if my plan worked.
Whoa, wait, a plan. I need to see what this plan is.
Yes, it's starting.
Wait, really? Wait, where? Where's the
Dragon Hippo started.
Dragon
Hippo's the only one.
I see it. I see it. I saw that. I saw that on your community tab. Yeah. I see it. Throughout oceans and aquariums, he alone is the greatest shaman. Ah, yeah. I saw it. The fish. Shikigami. That's good. That's good.
It's coming.
Oh wait, what is this? Wait, there's a.
Oh, you don't know?
Yeah, but like I can put a heart on it. Send a heart.
Oh yeah, right. I figured that out yesterday. That's a really new thing to YouTube.
Wait, I just clicked it. Does that do something?
Yeah, it shows that you sent a heart to it on screen, I think.
Oh, that's nice. Well, thank you, Tiberius. Great YouTuber. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just thought I had to show some love, my man. Appreciate it. That's awesome.
I've gotten people on the fish agenda. Let's go.
Dagon fans. Right,
no, not Dagon. No.
I know it's the Shikigami. What is it? What?
The one Kenjaku
he's
has.
Flying
the one
in the culling
rides.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll admit, it mid-diff style. It's true.
It really does.
It's
like
very powerful.
that fish is stupidly strong and fast for no reason.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. Well,
yeah.
It's like the Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer fishes. But yeah, but what was it? Yeah, the anime episode, by the way, because we'll get into the manga, but I forgot the anime even happened. That was like beautiful. Wait a minute, that was actually crazy.
It really was. Yeah. Like the honorable moment was done so well. Like, oh my gosh, I loved it so much.
Okay,
yeah. There was one thing that was missing. I really wish the Hollow Purple sound effect was added in, but I know why they didn't, because it wouldn't have fit the scene, but I missed the Hollow Purple sound effect.
Yeah, I get it, actually. It does fit the, like you just said, what was going on in that moment, for sure. The Hollow Purple. But I will say, it was like, the entire episode, by the way, was an 11 out of 10. But, okay, not to be one of those guys who complains about the anime, correct? I got like a controversial opinion on this. Look, the episode itself, 12 out of 10. The particular scene, it was like just specifically the honorable moment. It was a 7.5 out of 10. It wasn't really great. It wasn't even special. It was good. It was pretty good, actually. It was pretty good. Like, but I feel like people are going crazy where it's like they either really hate it or they're saying you can't dislike it, or like, I don't even dislike it. I think it was good. Could have been better.
Yeah, I think it was good. It was just, for me at least, the Hollow Purple just made it amazing.
The rest of the episode,
just the animation for it forming.
Yeah, for sure. Like the flashback, the ending, the ghetto fight, like the rest of the episode was godlike. And the scene itself, again, like it was good. But
oh, by the way, Heavy Weather donated.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, sorry, I sometimes get lost in the mind. Above and below, thank you. Only I. Oh, right, that's the The fan sub. Actually, did you know that's not even just a fan sub? I saw in the Philippines, Netflix, they actually showed it as the official. Yeah, some Netflix countries.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. You'll never find Sukuna saying dumb shit like that. Well, I also appreciate Heavy Weather 5. I will talk about it now, actually. Sakuna. Clown Kuna. Man, I gotta ask, because that's your king, Heavy Weather. That's your king as well, Eternal. He was looking kind of...
Look, I'm not Sukuna supporter. I'm a supporter of Sukuna dying to someone else. I want to make that clear.
He's a Yuji victim. We know that. We both know that. Yuji victim right there. Yeah. Oh man, bro, Sakuna was so... He's actually saying like, oh, you're so stupid, you're so dumb, I'm not like you, like, I've made this genius plan not to make this mistake, and he's like, you're only the strongest, because he's like gassing himself up so much.
Only for him to get embarrassed immediately after.
Bro, literally the thing that he was roasting about, literally that's so embarrassing. Oh my god. I would have just like, if I was Sakuna in that moment, I would have just said, yo, you win. I would have walked off. It's just so awkward.
The worst part of this all is, Sakuna had Maharaga out when Gojo was extremely weakened. He could have just sent Maharaga to finish him off, and none of this would happen.
I think what the issue was Gojo could still use his curse technique normally, but it was just the part of the... It's some weird way where the part of the brain which activates domain expansions is hurt. So... Gojo could still fight normally, but he just can't cast domain. It's pretty crazy though. Like, really, one red could one-shot hollow like a Maharaga.
I don't think a red is gonna do it. I think it has to be a purple because the red is only physical force. It's not gonna one-shot it.
But we see though, like in the when Gojo's like, I'm gonna one-shot it really quick, he uses red. He's gonna go and use the red.
That is fair.
So, because I agree, I didn't even know the red was that powerful, but I mean, Gojo thinks that the red would just one-tap Maharaga, which is insane.
I mean, that does also like lead up into a theory I've had of Megami tried to summon and tame Maharaga before, but Gojo had to kill it because Maharaga was about to go on a rampage after almost killing Megami.
Ooh, maybe. That's actually a nice theory.
Because, like, we know for a fact Megami knows what Maharaga is and knows what the, what's called again, ritual is in order to summon him up.
Maybe it's one of those things where it's, like, passed down throughout the generation, so the knowledge is just... Because even, like, Mei knows about Mei's like, oh, wow, that's the crown jewel of the Zenin clan. Even Choso, somehow, he's like, it's a Shikigami. How does Choso even know this?
Choso Seriously? Probably got told by Yuji. Because Yuji knows everything that Sukuna did.
No, but Yuji doesn't know, though. Like, so Choso says it's Shikigami which adapts to every ability. And then Yuji in response says, you're saying it was even able to adapt to Unlimited Void. Like, acting like it didn't even know.
My thing is, I think Yuji knows what Maharaga is. He just didn't pick up on what Maharaga's ability was like Sukuna did. Because he doesn't get Sukuna's fonts, he just gets what Sukuna did.
But even then, because Choso then knows the ability. Choso says it can adapt to everything, so Choso knows more than him.
Well, Choso's 150 years old, it makes sense.
Ah, true, I guess. In a test tube... Choso's...
Choso's just weird like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And people are saying, like, Mei is actually a part of the Gojo clan.
That would make sense. We've never actually gotten Mei's last name.
Same with Ui. I haven't gotten their last names.
Yeah, I mean, we know Ui was just a random kid Mei picked off the street. Wait,
is that true? Because I've heard people say that, but I can't... It must have been said somewhere, right? Because I don't know if that's...
Yeah.
That's even creepier, though. If that's actually the case.
Mei is weird. Mei is just weird. Though she's also a capitalist who is the only one... I just need to question this. Why hasn't Sukuna killed the crows? How hasn't he killed the crows?
But he's going to broadcast Gojo's death live. I mean, imagine how great... It would shatter the spirits of all of the sorcerers there if he actually kills Gojo in 4K in front of the world. That's humiliating. I mean, then we got to see... he should have done it like you said, because then he embarrasses himself to the world.
Yeah.
Miwa's related to Kashimo. I'm still waiting for that to be true, man. I'm still waiting for that to be true.
Same here. I want that to be true, but, like, I'm losing faith.
Lightning God Miwa? Maybe?
Lightning God Miwa is gonna come. You must have strong faith.
I still haven't given up. It's true. It's true. Gojo death will be peak. Alright, well, Sukuna finna do a mukbang stream? Yeah?
There's like one huge problem I have with this entire chapter though, and it's something I find really weird, which is the fact Sukuna can swap who's taking the sure hit between himself and Megami.
Yeah, he made it so weird. The soul was taking, which doesn't even okay. Let me.
It legit doesn't make sense because if that was possible to do, why was Mahito touching his soul such an issue? It would have just focused on one of them.
Yeah, because it's okay. So it says the domains cancel each other out 5 times. So I think that was a Miyamoto mistranslation. Hey, what's up, enemy Stanley? It says same brain.
Yo.
Wait, but even that. So but the issue is like he's making it, just like you said in Mahito. I guess. Okay, let's say with Mahito, when the domain hits your brain, I guess. No, but like even in this case, yeah. Okay, so like enemy Stanley said,
it doesn't make sense.
Actually, I think no. I think I get what enemy Stanley is saying. So the soul, this like, it's hitting the body and the soul, but the body part, like, how do I explain this? He's made it so just the soul gets hit, but both of their brains, because they share a brain, they both suffer the consequences of the aftermath of it, which still doesn't make sense. I get it.
It legit doesn't, because it's established very, very early on by Mahito, the soul and the body are the same, and the body follows the shape of the soul. It legit doesn't make sense. Like, that is the one huge thing that is making this chapter not that good for me. Like, the chapter's pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just that one huge thing is just such a huge plot hole and contradiction in the lore that it just doesn't make sense. Okay, like, there's no explanation for it.
Let me read through it here so you can just... But just keep in mind, because even I myself was confused. I think it was Miyamoto or someone... It always happens, like, they said that Megami had taken the hit 5 times? No. Absolutely not. Well, no, it actually does say he continued to take a... I don't get it. Okay, wait. Because it says the sure hits cancel each other out 5 times, but then it continues to say he took Unlimited Void 5 times. So if they cancel each other out, how is Megami taking it?
It also says Gojo Satoru's sure hit effect targeted everything within the domain too.
Maybe... Okay, let's just go through this. Okay, one by one, okay? So, should I show this on chat? This is, like, copyright.
I'd not risk it.
Okay, I'll just read it. I'll read through it. The domain... the domain expansion's sure hit effects cancel each other out a total of 5 times. Gojo Satoru's sure hit effect targeted everything within the domain. Okay, right. Sukuna's sure hit effect, however, targeted everything within the domain except himself. Wait, does that mean Gojo's... No, never mind, actually. Which meant that the sure hit effect targeting Sukuna was... Wait, but that doesn't...
It doesn't make sense.
Like, but how can the sure hit be in effect if it... In the same monologue, the narrator's saying they cancel each other out?
I don't know. Like, I've been trying to figure out for the past 2 days how this can make sense, but I haven't come to an answer yet.
Were the crows hit by the domain? Maybe, I don't know. There seems to be a lot of crows.
I'm convinced those crows are hyper-infused with Simple Domain at this point.
Oh, you might...
Like, 1/4.
They probably got those Mechamaru specials, yeah?
Oh, and this also confirms something else. Sakuna, like, those crows not being killed confirms Sakuna can choose who gets hit by the domain. So Sukuna very intentionally chose to wipe out a city out of spite for Yuji.
Actually, I imagine... Because he did... No, Sukuna did say he... That's true as well, actually. But he didn't make the range... well, at least for the first one, he says the range is smaller.
Yeah.
Then... Oh, wait. Yeah, I think the first one made sense because he made the range smaller. But then the second one... Oh, man. The second domain clash, because Gojo swallows him up by making a small barrier. So I think that's why it didn't destroy the surrounding area. Too much.
Enemy stand user said Sakuna is not protecting himself with his sure hit.
Oh, wait. So...
Yeah.
Wait, okay.
So he's still taking the sure hit of Gojo's domain, but that makes sense.
But it says that the domains cancel... No. But it says the domain sure hit effects, they cancel each other out all 5 times, though. So the narrator's saying they did, though. Sakuna's not protecting himself with a sure hit.
If I had to guess...
I think he means, like, but Sakuna's sure is not targeting himself. So wait, does sure hits, I guess, provide protection to the user as well? Is that like something we just never knew?
Maybe? I don't know.
The soul is the body and the body is the soul. Is at the end of the day only a theory. It wasn't. Oh, I guess that's fair. I appreciate Honda.
No, well. that one wasn't a theory.
It was a narrative
That was
statement.
literally. No, that was a statement from Mahito of him literally explaining how the soul and body function to Junpei.
Well, Mahito lost, so I'm trolling. But, yeah. I guess because okay, this is an important part. Gojo's shirt targets everything within the domain, saying himself, because then the next part, like the distinction between Sukuna and Gojo, is that Sukuna's doesn't target himself. Does that mean like Sukuna's not protected by his shirt? Is that what enemy stand users are saying too?
Yes, I think that's what enemy stand users are saying, and what the narrator is saying.
So domains. Wait.
Domains counter sure hits from other people.
Is it like the range? Wait. But that. Why would he. Wait. Oh, God.
Why would he do that?
Which meant that the sure hit effect targeting Sukuna was still in place.
Mm-hmm.
But why?
He's trying to get Mahoraga to adapt.
I guess, but it didn't work.
Yeah, because like they still need more time because Megumi's soul needed to take the hit, which is the part that doesn't make sense.
But now what really breaks this? Okay, but in one of the clashes when Sukuna focuses all of the sure hit to the outside, why does he try and touch Gojo then? That shouldn't have been an issue if Megumi was just tanking it for him like every other time.
I think it was just Sukuna trying. Like the only way it makes sense, at least to me, is Sukuna is trying to play Megumi in a brain, or play Sukuna, or play Gojo like in a brain strategy type perspective, and not get Gojo to think about Mahoraga.
So Sukuna didn't actually need to touch Gojo, but he was acting like he needed to touch Gojo.
So Gojo didn't predict what this was Sukuna's strategy.
It could be true, but I'd love if they'd say that because that's like still an insane.
Oh yeah, no, this is something I feel they need to be
assumption.
said. But it's also the only explanation I can actually think of why he'd do this.
It makes sense. Yeah. King Ni as well. Shout Canada for the 5 Canadian. Right, he says Sukuna can run around without a heart, so if Megumi's brain got hit, I can see how Sukuna swapped back to a damaged brain. Didn't feel it until he tried to. Yeah, that guy, he switched back to his own brain, like, oh, you know, I'm fine. Have you ever saying big brain? No brain. Zero IQ Sukuna, because this guy's like, I'm such a genius. You're not even enlightened. And he tries domain, and then clown. Yeah. Malfunctioning shrine. Yeah, that's true. Dysfunctional void. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
My main is just Megumi's soul being able to take the sure hit and not Sukuna's, like him being able to choose which soul takes the sure hit, just contradicts way too much of things that has already been established up to this point. Like, there's no way to actually explain it that I can think of.
And it's like, I guess Megumi's soul, I don't know. I think Sakuna knows about Void will affect everything, including the soul, so he used that against Gojo and switched Megumi's soul. But even then, like, it was pointless.
It would
Megumi's soul never adapted. And yeah, exactly like you said, it still affected his brain.
Yeah.
So Sakuna just... Stupid. I don't know what to say.
I guess.
I swear to God, this time it's not even slang. Like, I'm being genuine. Like seriously, is he just stupid? Like, I'm not even slandering this time because he did all of this, and he thought he was so smart and smug, just for him to literally end up in the same position as Gojo. Like all of that. So not only did Mahoraga not adapt, but his brain got cooked anyway. What?
Yeah.
He would have been better had he just fought normally. Like, he would have at least had Mahoraga adapted.
I will stand by this opinion. If Sakuna had Yuji's body instead of Megumi's body with all 20 fingers, he'd be doing better. in Yuji's body. Yeah.
Okay.
Purely because of just the massive physical buff in hand-to-hand that gives.
Okay, I need to, because I don't... I mean, I could see him getting a buff, but I don't think he got too much of a buff. But just real quick, 2 people donated a screen. I think this is to you. He says, Mahito is putting out a theory, it's not a fact.
No, I know what you're talking about. That is more in relation to how cursed techniques function, not actually the soul in the body statement. Those are separate
But
ones.
I guess because Kenjaku... I agree with you. I think that it is fact, but I think that's for the soul side, right? Because then Kenjaku, he sees the world differently because of his ability. I think.
Yep, and that was what Mahito talked about. That because they have different curse techniques, they basically have different worlds.
Okay. And then I appreciate Jamaican Queens 20. Your name always kills me. I appreciate it. $10. He says, showing love to the channel. Thanks. My man. Hashtag Gojo set without him. He knows. Gojo Nation. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. No, I appreciate it. And screens as well. Pre-awakening got his... Oh! Kenjaku literally has a counter. Oh, we just got into that. As well. Thank you, Screen Heroes. I think the way... Right, just to quickly say again, Screen Heroes. I think they're both true. Right? I think we both agreed on this as well. How it's literally just how your techniques dictate how, like you just said, you view the world. So, interesting. Two things can be true. And even Enemy Standings says, what is the 20-fingered Sukuna Yuji headcanon? I guess it's like fair headcanon. It's not proven.
It's just Yuji is massively much more physically powerful than Megumi is, like even without cursed energy, because of what he did against Higuruma without cursed energy. But when Higuruma is grade 1 level.
But the thing is, like, Higuruma was pretty much no-diffing him. While even Yuji said, I'm getting destroyed with no cursed energy.
I mean, yeah, but
I would still put him semi-grade 1.
Higuruma also says his punches hurt a lot,
like, I would
even without cursed energy.
It's not true, but I would say that... Wait, did he say that?
I mean, semi-grade 1 is still really good for a physical body without cursed energy.
Yeah, but like, is that even a finger's worth of extra power? I think even one-fingered Sakuna, just with his cursed energy output, stronger than Yuji with no cursed energy.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But what I'm saying is, you stack the 20 fingers on this incredibly strong physically person.
But I feel like it's not even a finger's extra worth of... Maybe like half a finger's extra worth of physical damage? I guess.
It depends on how you... Do you think cursed energy reinforcement is more of a multiplier or just add-on?
Age-old question. Okay, before I answer that, I'll just see what Tiberius says. Send you something on Twitter. Whenever you get a minute, I'd like your thoughts. And I appreciate the 5, Tiberius. I'll open that now. And then to answer the question... I don't think it's a multiple... Wait, are we saying with each finger? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I guess like with each finger that Sukuna eats, I would say his reinforcement gets strong. I would say like there's a point where it doesn't matter anymore, right? So maybe around 12, 13... Maybe not actually because of his refinement. Maybe it really is like with each finger he is getting... Like his reinforcement is getting stronger. Because he can like put more into... Like he can maximize his output every time, but because of his refinement... Because it's so godlike, he doesn't lose enough. It's so many... But it could be true, but it also couldn't. I don't know. It's tough.
All I'm saying is Yuji Kuna would be doing better than Meguna in terms of physical combat. I'm not saying that would give him the win. I'm just saying he'd be doing better.
I don't think it'd be like that. I think it'd be a slight difference, but I don't think it'd be enough to...
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't think it'd be a big difference. But I do think there'd be a difference.
Yeah, for sure. There at least would be something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate Junior as well. He says, I think when Sukuna was using domain amplification because he couldn't use anything but Shrine Shot hit, he used Megami Soul because he couldn't use 10 Shadows. When Sukuna was using domain amplification because he couldn't use anything but Shrine Shot hit.
Wait, issue is the sure hit still affects Sukuna because he doesn't have it on himself.
Wait. But even though, shouldn't a domain amplification protect you from... Because I don't know, I know that's not confirmed, but I always assumed a domain amplification could protect... Maybe not, actually, because Sakuna did need to touch
you just
Gojo.
got...
Yeah?
You just got an angel power scaling question.
Oh, really? Wait, let me... see.
They said, where do you guys think angel scale
yeah, I see
is in power scaling aspect?
Yeah. Angel power scaling. Okay, first let me quickly get into Tiberius. Actually, I'll answer the angel one quick. So I got a Tiberius tweet here as well. What do you think angel in power scaling aspects, since Angel is direct counter characters like Sukuna Gojo, since her cursed technique nullifies all cursed techniques are and evil. I think Angel is, considering like the level of her cursed technique and the amount of cursed energy Angel is just lending Hana, and the fact that Angel was hunting Sakuna as well, I think Angel is ridiculously powerful. Like, ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I think Yorozu level, probably stronger than Yorozu. So, like, there's the tier of Yuta, like, Jackpot Akari, Maki, or maybe Jackpot Akari would be higher than Yuki, those guys, and then, like, a solid tier or two above them would be, like, Yorozu, Angel. Maybe Angel would be higher than Yorozu, actually. Maybe not. That's tough. Maybe it's a higher. We don't know for sure. And then
I think they'd be on par.
Same. Maybe. Around. Maybe it's tough. At least on par, if not Angel stronger. At least on par though. And then
issues for me. Yeah. Angel's durability is crap. Like really, really bad.
That's Hana. That's Hana durability though.
I mean, cursed energy reinforcement.
But that's the thing.
Still.
It's Angel's not the one reinforcing, it's Hana, and Hana's garbage. It doesn't matter. It's like Yuta, right? Like Sukuna and Yuta have a similar level, right? Sukuna's got twice as much, but Sukuna's reinforcement is so high that if they clashed and the output, Sukuna would let's just say Sukuna's cursed energy is halved, he would still like literally send Yuta flying with a punch, and Yuta can't do anything about it, like hand to hand, because even though they have the same amount of cursed energy, Sukuna's like refinement, reinforcement, and output is just on a different level. I think it's the same like where it doesn't matter how much cursed energy Angel gives Hana just sucks. Hana just really, really sucks.
Fair.
Let me show Tiberius's, and then I think, by the way, so Angel, okay, so there's like a tier above everyone who's in the main cast, a tier above that Yorozu and Angel, and then Angel could be a tier above that as well, but just a solid tier or two above that, I would have clan heads back in the day. So maybe like let's say the Fujiwara clan head, maybe around here, maybe even like 2 or 3 tiers above that, and then a couple tiers above that, then you'd have like the 3 Vengeful Spirits, and then like a tier above that goes
I don't think the Fujiwara clan head is that strong, though.
I think we disagreed about this before.
Yeah, we've tried to talk on this before, so I'm not going to say no reason why again.
We could wait. Okay, before we get into that, maybe I'll show Tiberius what he wanted me to. Hey, what's good, Greedy as well? I see you. Let me show Tiberius what it is to see. Big monitor. Here we go. It's X now. We are on X, even though it says Twitter.com. That's so stupid, man. I can't believe it.
Why did it? See, Elon Musk is either really dumb or really smart because he's doing this to flex on everyone and show he can.
It's just so like, because Twitter has like one of the most recognizable brandings in the world. Why would you try and, I don't know. Like, okay, anyway. Okay, so Tiberius says, originally I believe cursed techniques were engraved into the Yuji's body. Made sense why Kenjaku, yep, his vessels retain the cursed technique. And at least says the part of the brain where the cursed technique's involved. I'm just looking at too much in both scenarios are too. The part of the brain where cursed techniques are engraved. I thought it was weird because if it's engraved in the brain, then Kenjaku. Oh! I think I see what he's saying. So he's saying, like, let's say Kenjaku body hops, right? And he takes someone's brain. Well, how does he get their cursed technique if the cursed technique is in the brain of the person he just took? If that makes sense. So I guess
maybe.
I guess maybe like the cursed technique truly is ingrained. It's in the brain, but it's also ingrained, I guess, just like they said, on the body, like on the actual body itself as well. Even if you remove the brain, that's the only explanation. I would say like it is possible that Kenjaku's cursed technique is just defying logic as well, because it is a cursed technique and its actual ability. Because Kenjaku says like, it's a byproduct of my ability that I just get a technique. So maybe it's like his cursed technique is giving him the cursed technique that was previously in that body, if that makes sense.
I mean, that's also what's implied, considering the fact he can also transfer to a new body and still have the cursed technique, since he has Yuji's mom's technique of anti-gravity.
Yeah, I agree. Like, that's the thing. I agree. I think it is just... It really just is ingrained into the body. But I see what he means, though, because, like, this chapter is making it seem to be the brain specifically is where the cursed technique's engraved, right? The black box, as they said. So, and if you remove the person's brain, you take their body, you shouldn't get that cursed technique. It has to just be either Kenjaku's cursed technique defies logic, I guess. Or it really just isn't
Kenjaku's
ingrained into the body.
Or it might Kenjaku's curse technique might be through like his brain being transferred. It assimilates the other brain into his own because he gets the memories of them too.
Maybe.
Maybe like we do not know much about Kenjaku's curse technique.
But then, Yuji still hasn't gone Sukuna's technique. Man. Maybe he hasn't. Maybe we don't know actually. Maybe.
Yeah. Like, hey, there's a cut on Sakuna's finger, so that might be the technique that hasn't healed yet. I'm just saying.
True. I mean, Sakuna after the bath, the way I actually saw it was, he took the bath, his skin got a bit wrinkly and it cracked, and he's like, oh wow, I was in there too long. maybe just that, but yeah, who knows what it's for? Maybe vessels breaking down. Hey, Megan's.
That could be it.
But technique, yeah, it would be really cool if it released technique. Just got here.
Hey, you don't know.
Yeah, I appreciate it. M3D. I love that. Miles Morales profile picture too. Just got here. Are you all insane the idea that Gojo's brain damage might be permanent? I actually think about that. Because if that's the case, Sakuna's never using his domain expansion as well.
Oh, that might be the ultimate way. That might be the ultimate nerf to Sukuna.
Maybe.
That's how they're gonna win.
Duh, no, I hope it's not permanent. Yeah, since it's saying it'd be funny if it was. That is a possibility. And just like you said as well, it would nerf Sakuna heavily. Let's say Kashimo, like in the actual mythology, Kashimo takes out Mahoraga. Sakuna doesn't have his domain, and he's run out of a low cursed energy. That would nerf him enough for Yuji to take him on. Maybe.
And it takes out his instant kill condition for killing everyone at once. Or just domain.
Yeah, Maki has a chance? Wow, okay. Okay. No, that's a good insight. M3D, appreciate the 5. And then Jamaican Queens, he's back. My god. What's happening is the soul body brain curse technique plot is a possible plot hole. GEGE has to really get straight and confirmed. Sukuna and Kenny contradict each other so far.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, yeah. I was going on an entire rant about this, about that much being a plot hole.
Yeah, there's a lot going. I don't want to be that guy and say plot hole. I just want to say, because I'm trying to really be nice. We just aren't informed enough. We just aren't informed enough. Like, there's a lot we still just don't know.
Yeah, because like this contradicts a lot in the story, but at the same time, it's just maybe we've just been given wrong information to this point. I don't know. It's either A, wrong information, or B, a plot hole. Because I cannot think of a way to explain this. And I have been thinking about it for like the last 2 days on how to actually explain it properly.
I swear to God, let's say we had GEGE in the call. I just know he would be able to like explain it perfectly. I swear, like he. Maybe 100%. I'm like glazing too hard, right? Maybe I'm glazing too hard. I know he's got it down in his mind. Like he knows in his notes exactly what's going on, but we just lack critical information. Right? El no sabe. We just lack critical information on what's going on. Which I'm trying to be nice, yeah. And I'll just assume that's the case.
Yeah, like until a way gets explained for us, and like that of why this is contradicting the series, or why like all the information gone up to this point is wrong, then I'm gonna call it a plot hole. But until that point, I have hope.
Wait, but by the way, I literally, because I'm looking at the panel where Gojo's like, he adapted to unlimited void within 0.01 seconds. No, blah blah blah. He's just rambling on, right? Did Sakuna take over the burden of Mahoraga's ability? No. The one taking damage, and we see in Gojo's POV, he sees two souls when he looks at Sukuna. He sees Megami's soul and he sees Sukuna's soul. Does that mean that Kenjaku doesn't have a soul? Because when he sees Kenjaku with Geto's body, he says his 6 eyes tell me like that. Oh, the only soul you have. He doesn't say it specifically. Like he's basically saying the only soul you have is.
I think that's a specific curse technique for Geto or Kenjaku, because it should be remembered. Sakuna is not doing this through a curse technique. This is something he learned how to do. But Geto's or Kenjaku's is a curse technique, so it might just be assimilating the soul into himself, which is why the 6 eyes wasn't able to tell the difference.
So wait, it's like Geto's soul is his own soul.
Yep, Geto's soul has become Kenjaku's soul, because we also see
so
with
crazy.
Yuji. Because we see with Yuji at the start of the series, Sukuna, like when Gojo gets really close to Yuji, he's able to see Sukuna and Yuji's soul.
I guess, okay, that could be a possibility, and I do love... But Genjaku's soulless, that's kind of crazy. Like, he actually...
He's either soulless or he's either soulless or he steals souls.
He's got Geto's soul, yes. It's one of the two. I mean...
Yeah.
Damn, bro, he's actually soulless. Damn, that's like kind of cool, I can't even lie. Yeah. Well, Kenny's soul should be his giant brain. But Gojo can't see with his 6 eyes, though. That's the thing. Hey, what's good, Corpus? Go to YouTube. I see you, Corpus. I see you, my man. M3D, appreciate the 5. Honestly, I think the explanation was unnecessary and complicated. All Sukuna did was just voluntarily switch out with Megumi. No, but Megumi, like, Sukuna didn't... It's weird, like, he didn't switch out with Megumi in the real world, but where the Sha is hitting the soul specifically, it's hitting Megumi's soul. He switched out the soul. But in terms of who's in control of the body, it was Sakuna. But the brain of both of them was still getting hit. Oh man, this is...
I'm gonna be real though, like the most annoying part for me is they had a better explanation in place already in the story and they just chose not to take it. Which was just by saying Maharaga's adaptation applies to the caster. Which already was supported. And that would be like the best way to work around this in my opinion. Rather than just saying Megumi's soul got hit.
Because, man, this is... You know what, I'll just hope that it is clarified deeper later on. But
yeah. Oh, by the way,
yeah, I see
Stormzy Experience has been asking us, do we think if Sakuna has a maximum technique and hasn't shown it yet? What do you think?
Let me scroll up. Kaio, do you guys think Sakuna... I think they both have a maximum. Bro, there's no way you got bums like, what's his name? Esso, or Chietsu, which it is Esso, I think. Maximum, like Geto has a maximum... Well, Yuki kind of had a maximum.
Jojo has a maximum.
True. Jojo's kind of him, but I'm surprised.
No. He'd lose to a rock. He'd lose to a rock getting thrown at him by Yuji.
Doesn't that mean there's like Hakari might have a maximum? Yuta has a maximum, maybe. You know, Ryu, Uro should have had maximums. They never used it.
I think Yuta's maximum is the giant love beam.
I guess, but the love beam is just an attack he can always do. It's just the beam he always does, but he amplified over binding now.
Yeah.
Because like even
also
Uro
King Need
and appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know.
No problem.
Shout Canada. All right, first foremost, shout Canada. Thanks for 5. He says Circus Kuna, love that. Clown Kuna, Circus Kuna made it a 3v1 of a meat shield, and still ended up crying out of 4 eyes. Damn. Gojo made him cry tears of blood. That's true. Blood brought 4 to a 6 fight. Not built for the modern era. That's true. That's why King Lee's the GOAT, man. Damn. I even see Fraud Kuna's in the chat. The real Fraud Kuna. That is the real Sakuna right here. What's up, man? That's good.
There's the real Sakuna in the chat. Can the real Sakuna please stand up?
The real Sakuna. Common Fraud Sakuna plus Yorozu plus Megumi plus Maharaga. Plus GEGE? Okay, plus is Gojo. And it's still even. Bro, your king's getting cooked, man. You gotta defend him. You gotta defend...
It was just... The official translations might clear things up, but I doubt it. The official translations have been helpful.
Sometimes, I'll give it to them. Very rarely, but sometimes they've cleared up some bullshit TCB's done. Which is rare, though. Usually it's the other way around, but...
Yeah. Like, I remember Lightning having... You remember how Yuta's entire statement of the second strongest in the modern era, and how Viz translated it differently? Lightning went on it...
Right.
Yeah, Viz was right. Lightning went on an entire thing on Twitter about why they were right.
So, because I saw that. Because that was like one of the original threads I showed in like one of my first ever videos. I used it to the clown on YouTube. But anyway... Tiberius, thanks for the 5, my man. Kenny can take over dead bodies, right? So, if so, wouldn't that cursed technique die along with that brain? I know, like, that's the weird part, because the brain is it's the fact that the brain dies, and then he removes the brain and he puts their own brain in, and it just has to be Tiberius, like, I guess.
I mean, it might be, the brain is still active for a little bit after your death. So Kenjaku might have literally just last second yoinked the brain.
Maybe, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but didn't they? Because like when Geto died, you know, Gojo took him to Shoko, and they had the whole autopsy, and they didn't get rid of the body though. Like that was the thing. So there was like a decent while. It wasn't like right after he died. I mean, maybe even after you die, the black box still remains, and he took his brain, right, with his little arms and legs, like however it walked into Geto's body, took like the black box inside of Geto's brain, put it onto his own brain. I don't know.
It's weird.
There's so many ways. It is odd. Why did Sakuna destroy Gojo's domain from the inside? He's just not him. I don't know what to say. But to be fair,
it is really
weird. It is even on the inside, so he tried to do it from the out.
Yeah. Because like Sakuna's doing so weird strategies right now. Like you can't actually tell if he's you can't tell how he's fighting. It's difficult because some strategies he's doing is dumb or smart. It's so weird.
Yeah, like, you know, if you're gonna fight dirty, at least come out on top, right? At least have the plan succeed, bro. He was like, "You've reached your limit." Like, so you could, even if you use a domain, you can't oppose me. I'm literally just quoting him now. And he's like, "And I'll crave you to pieces while I adapt to your infinity." And then, this is goodbye. You were born in an era without me and hail as the strongest. And yet, shit. And yet
immediately
you
starts bleeding and Gojo starts laughing at him.
Painfully ordinary. Next page, malfunctioning shrine. No way. Damn. Crying, where he's crying tears of blood. Oh my god. Why would you chat so much? Just that's so embarrassing.
We're 40 minutes in. Everyone subscribe to Kaio. Let's get this man to 6K by today. Anyway.
No, I appreciate that. I doubt today, but no, I appreciate that. Thanks.
No, I'm determined. I have a goal.
No, there's no chance.
Prove him wrong. Come on, you people. I believe in you. Prove this nerd wrong.
No, I appreciate. Hey, also check out Tunnel Flame as well. Hey, I forgot. I always forget to give people the intros. Hey, check out Tunnel Flame as well. Click his name. Link in the description. Great YouTuber.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Kenjaku must have been shouting at the screen when Sukuna started having a period from his face. Oh man, so Kenjaku's probably.
Kenjaku just slapped his forehead, just like, what am I watching?
Yeah, oh man. And then he pulls him in. Like Sukuna's trying to act all cocky, and then he pulls him in, and he looks so like worried when he's getting pulled in. He's like, oh shit. This is round 2 as well. Naruto says round 2. I guess like the editor's comment.
I'm just hoping there are no more domains up to this point. We have seen too many of them.
There shouldn't be, right? Because let me scroll back.
Thankfully.
Because it says, yeah, supposing you could expand your domain, you'd perish the moment you did so because of the damage on your brain. And Sukuna has the same damage, so they can still use the curse techniques, right? Gojo uses the blue at the end. Yeah. They just can't use domain expansion. So I guess it's like a nice way to explain why they can't use domain expansion anymore.
Oh, right. There's something else I want to talk about. Something really interesting that Sukuna implies, that he couldn't imbue his other curse techniques into the sure hit other than cleave and dismantle. He didn't just mean 10 shadows, because if he just meant 10 shadows, he would say just 10 shadows. But he specifically says...
He can't imbue maybe the flames, right? So I guess maybe he isn't as strong as we thought. Maybe... No, I can have it. It's true that I could do that.
Maybe.
He could have eaten Geto's brain with his brain mouth. That would be... I guess that makes sense, actually.
Right, I'm kind of curious about this one. I've seen a theory a while back that the fire wasn't actually Sukuna's technique, it was Yuji's technique, and Sukuna's just been suppressing it this entire time. What do you think on that?
It's just the fact that like Higuruma's domain confirms Yuji has no technique.
Mm-hmm.
And then GEGE also said Yuji had no technique. At least at that point, he said Yuji definitely has no secret technique.
Oh, I did not know about that statement. Okay, then never mind.
It was specifically in regards to the
memory
thing, yeah. But I think he also... I need to go back on that. But Higuruma's domain is like just as much as GEGE's domain. Like the domain would have...
GEGE's domain?
Yeah, Higuruma's domain, yeah, because it doesn't... Because it literally confirms Yuji has no tech. It could be a sleeping tech, I guess? But even
it could be either no technique, or it's either no technique or Yuji hasn't awakened a technique yet.
I guess maybe the unawakened technique didn't count. It could have been that.
Yeah.
But I always... Because he says shrine, or he says the box, and then he activates...
He says box open, but like that's might not relate to the shrine.
Maybe.
Maybe it's weird.
Because he says other technique. I love the theory. I know it's probably not true, but I love the theory that he's accessing Uraume's curse technique through the prison realm, and he's like using reverse curse. He's reversing the curse technique. That could be pretty interesting.
I doubt it purely because of the simple fact of they say reverse in the start of the flame.
That's the quirk as well. He says all dumb decisions from these characters can now be explained by brain damage. That's true.
No.
They like actually have brain damage.
You ain't wrong, but
yeah,
they actually have brain damage now.
Is it permanent? I don't know. It's I guess you because it says. Let me scroll back up. Yeah, based solely on the amount of times like he's damaged his brain like that, he should have been dead. He should be on death's door. And Yuta's like, even using it once is way too risky. Like he's not like Yuta. He's built different. They are built different. And
Gojo can't teleport because of the permanent brain damage. You see, Gojo that brain damage was so bad it went across the entire series, which is why Gojo never teleports when he should.
I think even Sukuna knew Gojo could have teleported out, and that's why he's like, yeah, I'm closing this time. You're not getting out. You are not escaping this time. Bro,
I doubt he would have. Or else he would have done it 5 domains ago.
It's just like, bro, he's got like that smile. I'll crave you to pay like pieces. Like, why? Ordinary guy, man, unenlightened. This guy is a certified fraud. I don't want to hear it again.
No, also that statement kind of implies something really interesting to me. That implies Sakuna fought people on Gojo's level before, because of just he saw Gojo's average.
And I think he was just maybe that okay. That would go into the whole idea where the vengeful spirits were pretty like because I always love the idea where the clan heads, right? They were like 18, 19, maybe like 17, 18 fingered level. The clan heads back in the day of the Heian era, like they just because if they have people like what's her name, Uraume as like their fodder servants, and they have Yorozu as like a casual person joining them. And Yorozu's stronger than like Yuta, Maki, Hakai, like all these guys. Yeah, bro, the Heian era was... And Sukuna was on top of it, that's just nuts. No, it's still,
I'm just saying, Sakuna also said Yuji was from back then, so maybe might be talking about that, I'm just saying. Yuji agenda.
Yuji high tier?
Might actually be.
Well, I love
it really
this.
Depends.
Ashes in the chat says, Lil Bro kills farmers in the Heian era and then trash talks Gojo but get his face punched in after using rat tactics. Damn, man. That is true.
Damn.
Oh,
doing him dirty like that.
Damn, it's true. Damn.
Goddamn.
Bro, he's like Jordan. He's playing against plumbers, man. Heian era plumbers. Heian era ain't all that. Heian era ain't all that. If Sakuna was the king...
Kashimo's era was the strongest era. That's the real truth.
True. There we go.
You see?
Oh, man. Farmers. Heian era farm. Bro, Sakuna took out like a couple Heian fodders and he thought he was gassed.
Damn.
Living off his Heian era clout. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But I guess because they're saying like even if you do it once, it's too risky or you should be at death's door. I guess Yuta's not gonna get that power up where he's gonna heal his brain with reverse curse technique and have Recall infinite. I guess that's not happening. Maybe it could. Like it could be the case where they're dying and Rika's out and everyone's dying, right? And he's against like Kenjaku Sukuna. And he does this knowing the risk, like knowing he's gonna get brain damaged and probably die if he does it, and he'll probably still do it. That could be pretty cool.
I could see that.
Like forcing Rika back out. That's pretty crazy. And his copy technique back in. That 5 minutes is so like I don't want to slander Yuta, man, but that 5 minutes.
A 5-minute fraudster. What can I say? I'm just saying.
5-minute merchant, man. Get this guy out of here. 5 minutes?
See, this is why we're sending Kashimo next and not Yuta.
True. Next stop. Next strongest stop.
Yeah.
Gojo looking like a clumsy child in this fight. It is... See, I just can't get over it. He actually talks shit. I mean, I gotta stop. I actually gotta stop. It's crazy. 5 minutes is a huge... Yeah, like... I don't know, 5 minutes is I don't think it's a long time. Because like in a fight with Haites, yeah.
And the JJ, like, it's kind of long, but also kind of not. Like, it was several chapters long of a fight, but at the same time, everyone was fighting each other, and he only, like, he didn't even win the 5-minute battle. He still, like, needed to take Ryu out.
Yeah.
And
yeah. This is like someone who's weaker than him, in quotes. People weaker than him, all in quotes. It's the fact that, like, when you go against some people who are as strong as you, let's say Hakari and Kashimo, like, they were boxing for 13 minutes, right? If you count it.
Yeah.
And it would have gone on for much longer had the water nerf, right? The environmental nerf not been there to shorten the duration of the fight. Kashimo had so much cursed energy that when he went in, like, it just going in there was shooting off, like, dozens of lightning bolts worth of electricity. And then even after that, he was in there for, like, a couple, like, a minute or 2, 3 more. And then even after that, he did that massive explosion. Like, he could have honestly fought for over an hour longer, or even 2 or 3 hours. So,
yeah, like it's kind of insane how much cursed energy Kashimo actually has, and it's so underrated, his energy, and especially his efficiency. Because, like, Kashimo is, like, the main guy for efficiency, other than, like, Sakuna up to this point.
I mean, he was the one who said, like, he noticed Sakuna's refinement was godlike. He was the one who noticed that. He's the opposite of Yuta, where Yuta has so much cursed energy. Yuta's refinement is awful. It's so bad. Because, okay, I swear to God, I didn't mean that slander. It's like, because we see when he's fighting Yuji, when he fights everyone, he has his cursed energy just leak out. He has it, like, leak out so much, it's not refined at all. It's like it's not. He
doesn't need the skill to. He doesn't need to learn the skill to refine it purely because of how much he has, and he's never been, like, forced in a situation.
That's such a weak mindset, though. Like, if he gets his refinement stronger, he could, like, physically, Yuta could genuinely be as strong as Sukuna and Gojo if he just, like, gets his refinement up.
Well, Yuta only has half the cursed energy as Sukuna.
Even so, though, because Gojo has even less than that. I mean, he's a 6 eyes, but like,
the 6 eyes massively, like, that's not a fair comparison.
Yeah, but then when Rika's out, though, then he could be like, it's like he's got the 6 eyes, where he's got, like, infinite cursed energy. I'm just saying, man, like, he could, at the very least, he could be, like, so many times stronger than he is right now. Like, if he just gets his refinement, not reinforcement, his refinement up. Those are two different things. If his refinement just gets better, his reinforcement is godlike, but his refinement is ass.
Yep, and that fights a lot, like, really well with Yuta's mentality, because Yuta doesn't have a hunger for battle. He only gets strong enough to protect his friends. He doesn't have the hunger to get stronger than that.
Nah, that's maybe that's true. Like, fight, like, that's what I mean, though.
Oh no,
if he's not
this
fighting,
was literally,
yeah.
It was stated by the narrator itself that he could never find pleasure in a battle.
Even the meaning, right? Yeah. But what I mean is, like,
he doesn't find the meaning.
Yeah, like, Yuta. I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot. I remember. I got it. Bro, it's okay. The 5 minutes is enough when you fight people who are like a tier below you, right? Like Udo and Ryu, a tier or 2 below you. Still close, but it would be enough. A, what's good spaces? I see you spaces edible. But it's not enough. If someone's as strong as you guys are fine. Like, let's say someone is as strong as Yuta when he's got Rika out, right? 5 minutes is not enough. 5 minutes it's not nearly going to be enough. And even for someone who's close to that level, let's say Kashimo, even about his Cursed Technique or Binding about Amped Cursed Technique, Kashimo is lasting those 5 minutes. Like, he's just lasting it.
Easily. Like, he had to take several of Hikari's punches over and over again. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, if it was for the area, Hikari might have won, but it would have been, I don't think he would win. I genuinely don't think Hikari would win if it wasn't for the area they were in.
Yeah, it is. I mean, unless the Rainbow Jackpot does something crazy.
Oh yeah, it's really up to the Rainbow Jackpot and what that does. Like, that's still kept the surprise.
Because I feel like, let's say it goes on for an hour or 2 or 3 hours, I feel like in one of the times, just as the jackpot's ending, because you can hear the music unwinding as well, instead of going for the torso of the lightning, he probably just would have gone for the head. Then it's over. Just
like last time, and he would have had, like, I could see him having the staff in the background charging up and actually aim that at the head this time.
I mean, maybe if it really was drawn for like a couple of hours, maybe it's tough. It's tough. Like,
I think it'll be high diff either way. I'm just leaning closer to Kashimo
Same.
until we see what Rainbow Jackpot does.
It's crazy that this is full space Kashimo. Really, full space Kashimo's doing it.
80% nerf.
Crazy.
80%
80% no, that's just madness, man. All I'm saying is, it's a shame we'll never get to see true base Kashimo, right? We'll only see the Binding Vow amped Cursed Technique version, but true base Kashimo, that's one of my goats right there.
True base Kashimo is, I think he would destroy Hikari.
Yeah. Oh, that's not even a question. There's no one. What's her name? Yorozu is the only character. Probably, I'm like 5 times strong is kind of crazy though. So.
Yeah. I think he'd be on Yorozu's level in his true base, but I don't think he'd be strong. Like, I think they'd be the same level and it'd be a tough battle for both.
Yeah, if it really is like a 5 time, it should. Yeah, he should be around. Because I'd say like Yorozu's a couple times stronger than characters like Yuta, Rika. Yeah, that makes sense. That actually would make sense.
Oh, greedy art. True base Kashimo is Kashimo with his curse technique, but without the restriction of he can only use it on Sukuna.
Yes. So, it's just his normal curse technique. Like no binding vows, no one-time use, all that. And like Gojo said, 80% of a sorcerer's innate talent or potential, meaning literally how strong they can get, and their abilities is curse technique. So him not using it in the Kari fight is great. I mean, just imagine, by the way, hey, Tact as well, go with YouTuber. What's up, Tact? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. It's just like, imagine this, because people always disagree, because they don't comprehend it. But when I give examples, then everyone agrees. Like with the 80% of your power comes from your curse technique. Let's have Yuta with no curse technique, right? So no full manifestation of Rika copy abilities. Fight Yuta with that. The Yuta, Yuta's still very strong in base, right? Partial manifest, he's still very strong. But the Yuta with a full manifestation, and with his curse techniques, and with the curse tools, like it's they do. What is it? Like a minute, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds.
Yep.
That's good, right? But
low diffing
himself, the one who has curse technique, low diff himself with no curse technique. Same with Yuki. Let's say Yuki, right, with like no curse technique versus herself with a curse technique. The one with a curse technique is one-shotting, because by the way, like we're not even including domains, which you would need a curse technique to activate your domain expansion. So it's just insane. It's genuinely just madness.
Yep.
And then Hikari as well. Yeah, Rika is a Shikigami, but his curse technique allows Rika to be fully manifested. Without his curse technique, he can't. Because it's that weird situation where he has 2 curse techniques. One is copy and one is full manifestation of Rika, even though Rika is a Shikigami. Because it says the narrator says Rika is the curse technique. The daybook says that, but the narrator also says copy is a curse technique. Man, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's like
it's weird.
Classic game, yeah. Yuta's a child.
Also,
yeah.
Also, Kashimo just knows how strong. He heard Sakuna being the strongest person that Kenjaku knew about, so he probably still thinks, okay, if Kenjaku is a good fight for me, I'm gonna put an amp on my curse technique so I can actually stand a chance and not just insta die.
I mean, it's the fact that what's his name? Because Sakuna's name is, even 400 years after Kashimo, it's still well known throughout history, like common knowledge, that Sukuna was an absolute monster. So I'm sure Kashimo, even before Kenjaku said anything, I'm sure he was well aware of the legend of Sukuna, the strongest in the strongest era, the golden age of Jujutsu, right? Just the strongest in history, even in the history books that Kashimo was aware of. And then you have first-hand Kenjaku, who's alive back then, confirming it, saying buddy, you would get one shot by this guy. Don't you try.
I take Kashimo's question as him asking for sure. It's like, okay, you've seen a lot of people this era and how strong they are. Are you really sure Sakuna is just him? Like, that much?
And then he says, he's him, but, in 400 years, another 6-eyes limitless user is going to be born?
Not 400,
Satoru,
600. It's 600.
Wait. No, I thought. Wait, was it not? Wait. I swear to God, Kashimo was from 400 years ago.
Yeah, Kashimo's from 400 years ago. I said Kenjaku's is 600.
No, what I mean is I'm referring to the future.
I got you. Got it.
Yeah, so Gojo is going to be born 400 years from now. The true strongest. That's what Kashimo should say.
By the way, that also.
Yeah.
that also puts Sakuna above the free vengeful spirit.
Oh, yeah, for sure, definitely, because they were in
Yep.
the Heian era as well. But I still think they're close. Like maybe they were like 18, 19 fingers, maybe 17. The Vengeful Spirit, because they were.
I think it has to be 17 because I don't think the three of them uniting could take out Sukuna.
I think even just two of them uniting would body Sukuna or Gojo. Like absolutely.
It's just the
cook
entire
them.
it's the entire Kenjaku statement of everyone in that era sharpened their skills. Or sorry, not Kenjaku, Gojo statement at the start of the series that everyone in that era sharpened their skills and they still couldn't beat
But
him.
the thing is, because I think that's just saying like classic sorcerer, like just sorcerers who want to fight the strongest would do that. Same like how Zoro wants to fight Mihawk. But the clan
That is
heads,
fair.
the clan heads aren't just random sorcerers, even just strong sorcerers. Like they have a duty to protect the clan. We even saw the Fujiwara clan, like the clan head of the Fujiwara. I know you disagree, but in my opinion, I think he's disgustingly powerful, right? But like even he is like, hey, Sukuna, here's some offerings, It's less so about can I take Sukuna on? Like Sukuna is probably stronger than one of them, definitely actually, one of them in one-on-one combat. But even if they are close in power, it's like you don't want to make an enemy of him anyway, because if you guys do fight, like your entire clan, so much of your clan is getting decimated, your area is getting decimated in the aftermath. If you somehow win, if you somehow beat Sukuna, sorry, it's still a loss. Like you would take so much damage. So instead of that, just be like, yo, here's some offerings, leave us alone. It's the smart thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm just gonna say this for the chat. My reason that I do not think the clan head is that strong is because of the dialogue that the members of the clan were having about what was happening to the era they were in and why it was becoming strength-based, or more strength-based than it already was. Which is why I don't think that he's that strong.
But it's just the fact that I feel like Yorozu wouldn't go into the clan if the clan head wasn't all that. Like seriously, she could just go in, kill the clan head, and just, yo, I'm the clan head now. Because this is the most brutal era, like of the time. There's just no way that like in such a bloody era.
She doesn't want. It might be she just doesn't want to lead a clan. Like she just wants to be free, enjoy herself, and enjoy food.
Why would
So
people follow someone who? Like, it's in such an era that's like a bloodthirsty and battle-centric era. Because even in the modern era, though, but even in the modern day, the softest era to exist, it's still strength-based. Like the reason Kamo and Megumi are even like the only reason they are like set for clan heads is because of the insane potential they have to be godlike opponents because of the curse technique. Like even in the modern day, the clan heads are based off of strength and potential. Like you were born of a godlike curse technique. Yeah. Even if you're weak now, you can be the clan head because you're going to be the most bustedly powerful person in the world.
True.
And this is the softest era. And I just don't imagine, especially in the Heian era, like all of these elite, like let's say like 5 or 10, just the Fujiwara had like 10 Uro level characters, right? Because they had both the squads under them. And that's just 2 squads. Who knows what other monsters were lurking in the Fujiwara clan? Like let alone just 2 squads. And they would all just like bow down to one guy. There's just no way. I think they would even listen to him or take him seriously. I could be wrong. But
yeah, like it's just that one statement really implies like the way I read it is them questioning why their era has become this way, but at the same time the leader might have already been that strong. I really don't know,
because it's like someone could just kill the clan head and be like, yo, I'm the clan head now. What are they gonna do?
Nothing. That's fair.
So yeah. Oh no, the headcanon breeze. I said I would be. I said I could be wrong. Alright, chill. It's a theory.
People are more on my side.
We can't even have. Oh, wait, what do people say? Wait.
Yeah, hold on.
Gojo above. Users don't adapt themselves. And no one's saying anything about this. To be fair, people are just.
Oh, they don't. Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, headcanon. That guy's definitely on your side. Screen Heroes is on your side. Glaziken, headcanon breeze. We need something for Eternal, man. We need a nickname for Eternal.
Oh, Uraume has to be one of the strongest of the Heian era, in my opinion. Because there's no other reason Sakuna would just keep them around. Because Sakuna only cares about strength and food.
I think the Daybooks said... well, second part, yeah. I think they said it was because Uraume is such a good chef. Like, no one else...
I mean, they have to be strong enough that they wouldn't be a target.
I've seen Glaziken's classic, but Eternal else. Alright, so we got Headcanon Breeze, Glaziken, and Eternal Else. Alright, wait a minute.
Oh no.
This is the true vengeful trio. There we go. That's the true trio. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Uraume. Yeah, I think it's like Daybook said, it's because like no one else can cook humans like Uraume can. Like it's a specialty. And then that's strong as well, so it doesn't hurt, but that's not strong.
I also think that they have to be strong enough to defend against themselves, because people would be... Because if you are like this close to Sakuna, and the only person who's called close to them, you are going to be a target.
I mean, when you have Sakuna with you all the time, who's gonna?
I mean, Sakuna sleeps. Sakuna sleeps.
Bro, who's gonna target in their right minds? Bro, who in their right minds would target Sakuna?
I mean, everyone in that era was sharpening their skills to fight Sakuna. So why wouldn't they?
Hey, listen, I may be headcanon Breeze, but Gojo's headcanon is worse than mine. The narrator confirmed. Gojo's headcanon is horrendous. But nah, that's fair. I think because I do think Uraume is like Ryu level. I'd put him around there. It's not weak, but
I think they're stronger. Well, they also can react to Yorozu, so I think they have to be like closer to Yorozu.
Okay, no. To be fair. Wait, Yorozu reacted to Uraume. It's the other way around.
Oh yeah, right.
And it's the fact that Uraume is gonna go for a sneak attack on Yorozu, and Yorozu still reacted and dodged.
You know, it's also something crazy that I just thought about.
That's Yorozu though, so yeah.
Uraume is 1,000 years old, and they were not reawakened.
No, this is the way I think it. Wait, reawaken is in.
They weren't reawakened by the Mahito stuff, like a bunch of other people were.
Yeah, though I think, and I could be wrong. Okay, Headcanon Breeze coming in. It's a theory. I'll say that way. Someone hey, appreciate the subscription. I think non-sushi. Yeah, I think Uraume. What was probably going on is like after Gojo was sealed, Uraume is probably sealed second, and they probably made a binding vow. Yeah, sorry, Sakuna. I probably made a binding vow Kenjaku because after Sakuna made the binding vow Kenjaku, then Uraume did, and Uraume is like, if Sakuna like actually gets a vessel and resurrects, resurrect means a vessel as well. So what I think happened is when Yuji ate the finger. Because Kenjaku knew when that happened, right? When that happened, probably like very, very shortly after that, then Uraume was brought into the world.
I think Uraume did that. I think Uraume did that to themselves. Because remember, Uraume knows how to make curse tools. She knows but
even Sukuna didn't know how to come back as a cursed, like turn themselves as a cursed object and do all that. So how would Uraume know?
They might have learned at the same time Sakuna learned. Because Sakuna learned after watching Kenjaku do it once.
Yeah, but that was the thing. Because Sakuna was turned into, like, what is it, 20 fingers, right? But then he was already a cursed object at that point. Unless Uraume had studied it under Kenjaku after that happened.
I don't even think they said it under Kenjaku. Because the thing is, Kenjaku was surprised at the ritual. Like, he's actually asking questions about how the ritual works.
But the ritual is different from...
It's a different ritual, but it's the same result.
But not with turning yourself into a cursed object, though. I know, like, it turns things into... But... Because in with that... I don't think it turns into a cursed object, though. I know it's used to make things into... No, they specifically said cursed tools. Yeah, I know it's used to make things into cursed tools. But I don't think cursed objects, though. Like, turning someone into a cursed object. Because if not, Sakuna...
It might be Kenjaku doing it.
Because Sakuna wouldn't have need... Like, the whole binding vow of Kenjaku would have been pointless if that was the case. Like, why would they need to go through the binding vow of Kenjaku and do all this stuff just to turn into a cursed object? Because they even say Sakuna didn't know how to turn into a cursed object until Kenjaku showed them. Because if not, they could have just used the bath, turned himself into a cursed object, avoiding the binding vow hassle. I guess I could be wrong, but the way I see it is like, binding vow Kenjaku. When Sakuna becomes a vessel for someone, bring me back then. So when Yuji ate that finger, maybe like a couple days after that or whatever, he found someone, put like Uraume's cursed object into there, boom, resurrect, bro, and Uraume's here. Yeah. Maybe.
It
could be something else. It could be.
But I think it might be Kenjaku. It likely is Kenjaku, or else Sakuna wouldn't have gone through the trouble and just
making the binding vow. Yeah, doing all that stuff. Because that binding vow has got Sakuna on a leash. It is.
Oh, Tires put on a good theory. They have an ice technique. They think they froze themselves until Sukuna had full control in Shibuya for that time.
But then
not full control in Shibuya. They were there before. We see them in Dagon's domain the first
domain.
Yeah. They might have Captain America themselves.
I feel like okay. Captain. I feel like it could be the case, right? It could be the case, but Kenjaku's just makes because Kenjaku's something we know could have happened easily, whereas the ice one is. Well, that's just.
Purpose made a good point. Sakuna didn't recognize Uraume, so they're reincarnated.
But that's the thing, though, because I used to think maybe Uraume looked different in the Heian era, but when we see Uraume in the Heian era, they look the same as they did.
Well, the body takes after the soul based on what we can see.
Because you can morph your. Because like once you take over a host, you can. But I think the reason Sukuna was just taken aback is because he just really. Because I remember GEGE said in an interview or in Volume Extra, I think it was. Because while he was a cursed object for the 1,000 years, time did go by. Like time really did go by. So probably not seeing Uraume for 1,000 years. And then he probably didn't expect to see Uraume in Shibuya, of all places in the modern era. So he's probably just like that, like bewildered.
Like, oh, right? You're alive?
Yeah, he was like that. He just couldn't even comprehend like who the hell is this person. He couldn't call him Uraume.
Repping that bowl cup for 1,000 years.
Damn. Guys, is Sakuna a cursed objects can morph the body of a vessel? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. I always thought Uraume
you thought she was Armin?
One of the curse users who made a deal with Kenny. I think so as well. I guess we don't know for sure, but that's just what I assumed.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
I doubt we're going to get an answer to that, though, because Uraume is not an important character. So.
Sakuna slept with Yorozu. He isn't a virgin? I don't think he did.
Nope. I don't think they did either.
Maybe. I don't want to say... I don't want to say no, but...
Well, I mean, if they did, that's the biggest Yorozu durability feat they have, so...
True. Okay. Uraume needs Gojo's prison realm barber. He needs the skeletons, man. He needs those skeletons to give him a fade.
Yeah.
The prison realm fade.
Gojo first got the prison realm fame, and then he got this protein powder from the skeletons.
He was jacked after he came out of that prison realm. The training he was doing in the 19 days, that was insane. I need that gym regimen.
Oh yeah, how many chapters do you think this fight's gonna last? I think it's gonna end soon, but...
So, I thought the same. I thought it was gonna be like a chapter or two left. But then round 2? Oh god.
I think it's going to end in a month. So, exactly a month.
Like 3 chapters, is what you're saying.
3 or 4 chapters, yeah.
I imagine we'll get a break. Maybe 2.
We're going to get 1 break because, judging by GEGE's pattern, he seems to do a break every... Yeah, 3 chapters.
But sometimes this guy, he'll take a break after 2. Yeah, so maybe 3 then, if that's the case. Because we're getting... After this chapter... Wait, are we getting a break after this chapter or the next one?
Next one.
So... Yeah, sorry, I meant... I was thinking like 231 or 232.
232.
So not too... Wait, let me double check. 230, no break.
Because 229 was the break week.
I think you're right, actually, yeah.
Yeah, because that was when the Maharaga came out, and Maharaga was hyped up, and
so we
just vanished.
Should be good then. We should be good. Okay. So yeah, but like, it's just the fact that the editor said, it's round 2 starting, and maybe there's going to be a round 3. So maybe what happens is while round 2 is going on, Kenjaku's going to start his shenanigans.
Yep.
Maybe that's the thing.
I'm going to see that being the case.
Maybe.
This is going to be fun. I'm hoping we get to see more of Sakuna's stuff. Because we have not seen anywhere near what Sakuna can do at this point.
Yeah, I mean, now that he has to... Yeah?
Yeah. We've seen I hope we see the fire arrow. I want the fire arrow so bad.
Yeah, same. Like, he's just not using it. I wonder why. Well, now, he's got no domain expansion, so he's kind of got it now. But...
Yep.
I guess it just can't bypass... I just can't bypass Limitless, so it's going to be useless, I guess? And maybe he'll still use it for something. But...
Do you think heat bypasses Limitless?
No, I think nothing should bypass it. Unless it's like a hacked or specific meta ability which can bypass it, I don't think it should.
I mean, Gojo still. Here's a really weird thing that I just thought about. You know that one time where they thought that Megumi had a date, right?
Yeah.
Gojo was still feeling the heat from the sun.
But doesn't it say that he said in an interview, he's like Gojo specifically lets things by like subconscious, like it's semi-consciously, subconsciously and consciously he can choose when, but sometimes semi-consciously or subconsciously, he'll let things bypass him, like casual things. So that's
And
how
why
like.
would? Oh wait, someone just put something in. Jogo's heat didn't bypass it. That is fair. I forgot.
Yeah, it's like his head gets lit on fire and nothing. Right?
Yeah.
So,
Like no actual feeling of the
it
heat.
has to be like semi-consciously, he's just letting the weather affect him.
He just lets the sun affect him.
I mean, that would be kind of like boring if he just never let the weather hit him as well.
Yeah. I could see that being the case.
Yeah, maybe, let the sun hit him, feel it.
So if you catch him with an off-guard weather attack, it would work. Heavy weather, you have the way.
There we go. Heavy weather, go. That is a go it stand. It's so broken. It's so ridiculously broken, man. He shouldn't have lost to... people have read part 6 or watched it. It's not lost to Pucci.
I meant the YouTuber.
Yeah, I know, but his name is based off of Heavy Weather, like the guy from...
Oh, okay.
Even his profile
I don't know anything about
pictures
JoJo.
Because his profile picture is the guy as well, like, Heavy Weather is his name. It's weird, like, his name is Heavy Weather, and his stand is Heavy Weather. It's so broken, man. It's so broken.
I know, Jack, about JoJo, and I don't intend to watch it anytime soon. I'm going to be honest. You see, my friends kind of ruined any chance at watching JoJo for me, like, constantly continuing to recommend it. So I just, out of spite, can't, until they stop.
Okay. I'm just gonna... I think I have a way to get you to watch it.
Okay, alright.
In my recommendation, you should watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
You've been added to the list of people I need to strike. Good job.
It's good. It's good. Heavy Weather beats Manga. Bro, it's so broken, man. He got done so dirty, man. Pucci's such a rat. But Pucci's kind of the goat, but it is.
Yeah.
Steel Ball Run is a masterpiece. Yeah, you know Bull. Well, that fits. Steel Ball Run is so good. Honestly, Part 7, which is Steel Ball Run, just as a standalone, it's one of the greatest pieces of like fiction that's written. It's so good. It's amazing. Trust me.
Yeah.
I second Kaya.
Alright, I'll go watch it.
You get more recommendations. People are recommending you.
Yep. I'm gonna watch it.
Dio
Brando is all you need.
Alright, now we need to get like a JoJo stream. Get Eternal Flame.
Next stream.
Yeah.
Oh god, the entire chat is now recommending it.
It's good. It's good. The Pillarman.
Alright.
Yeah, it's so good.
If I can resist peer pressure from my friends but not chat, you win.
Didn't Yorozu ask Sakuna if Uraume reincarnated along with it? Yeah. So Yorozu is aware, because that's how we know they didn't die from the slash. They are aware of Uraume and that their chef and their name and their technique. So it seems like they have hung out, and because even Sukuna did know about Yorozu's technique in Black Liquid from the past, and then Yorozu knows about Shrine, having seen it. Clearly, like, there was a lot of interactions in the past with Yorozu.
She did not die.
Yeah.
Her sentences really heavily imply that she did not die.
The reason people think of it is because of it's like we discussed before, right? The leakers. It is what it is with Miyamoto. Like, it happens, happens. Sometimes you're just mistaken. So I don't want to shout out Miyamoto for his putting leaks out, but he did make a massive mistake where he's like, "Oh, she died," and he was like laughing about it when he put the leaks out. And now, for so many people, even to this day, a lot of people, because of that thing, Yorozu really died or got one shot in that time, which she didn't.
Yeah. I just want to say this very specific, very importantly. If the translations I'm saying this to chat, for when spoilers come out, do not blame Miyamura if they get things wrong. They're only human and they're doing things for us, so do not show hate to them just because of it.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It's true. It happens. I've seen people get I don't know. People are just so crazy about it.
People are crazy.
We should point it out and we should say he was wrong in that situation, but not hey as well. People take it so far. Yeah, people take it so far. I'm like, brother, it's not that serious. It really isn't. People go crazy.
He's the best leaker we have.
Yeah, and he makes it fun. He like puts it out page by page in really good quality. You know, it's good. It's really really good. I can't.
He's a drama queen, just like Sakuna.
Hey, aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Aren't we? Exactly.
Yeah.
What's fun without a little bit of drama? Am I right?
I mean, hey, look at my videos, man. When you bro,
Yeah.
that thumbnail was absolutely insane. Seriously.
Monstrous.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah. This is gonna have a belly button. That is an interesting question. He has a mouth, a belly mouth. I guess that's what it's called.
Datara 2. Datara. After Datara got beaten up by Sasuke, he decided I'm going to Naruto to be the strongest. Still gets beaten up by a white-haired guy instead.
Bro, Datara is. I like Datara.
I love
He's kind of a
Datara.
bum, but I like him as well. You know, he got like
What do you mean? Datara has no anti-feats. He did nothing wrong.
punked around so much by everyone, right? What is it? Itachi victim, Heavy Sasuke victim.
He only fought people when he was nerfed or when they had their advantage against him.
Man, I mean, he is like Kage level. I'll give him that. You know, but
Yeah, literally beats a Kage.
Oh, no. Respect Gara. That was the most bullshit.
Oh, Gaara's strong. Gaara's strong. Don't get me wrong.
Bro, that was the.
But Datara.
It was so garbage. I can't even It's such a bad win. Really, was that all it took to beat Gara? Like these tiny little really?
I mean, Gaara had to drain a lot of his chakra to defend the entire village beforehand.
I get that, but it's still, this guy is like praised for having, because he had the Shikaku at the time as well. He's like the best defense, you know, god of defense. It was booty cheeks, man. Serious, just a couple bombs, knocked out.
I mean, he just had to put like most of his chakra to defending the village and
but
setting the stand away.
that's so. Does he think he's
And also
Julius? I guess it's the other way around. But
it also should be noted, Datara went in with less bombs than usual because he underestimated Gaara.
bro, that
Like,
was the most.
story.
I just
The story
wish.
literally comments on it.
I get like he had the help, but I just wish like the defeat would have been better. It just made Gaara look so bad. I get he had to defend the village, but
I mean, even her. I don't think it made him. I haven't seen anyone downplay Gaara before because they lost to Datara.
I
in that way.
mean, he did react to Six Pass Mother. I'm not gonna go there. You underestimate Datara.
So-
I just said Datara's Kage level. I don't think that's. I think I'm actually overestimating him. A lot of people don't think that.
Wait, really? How do people not think Datara's
Because
Kage
a
level?
lot of people really overrate Kage level for some reason.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, like, there's so many characters that it's crazy. So many characters in Kage. I mean, even like Sonny.
Yes, it's returning. Muzumali, yes.
What did Muzumaki throw? Oh, I see. Throw oceans and aquariums. He alone is the greatest showman in history. Yeah. Naruto Kage level is low key from Choji. Oh, it's a Hashira. Yeah, like Choji is Kage level. Definitely. It's so stupid to say, but Choji is Kage level after the war. Like, god damn. Choji noticed Datara? Oh, I think he left. Wait a minute. I mean, is it because of the Choji con? Or his internet?
Internet crashed. I'm back.
I thought he left because of the. Choji con.
I left for like the internet died for 2 minutes. What did I miss?
No, I was saying how like Choji's Kage level, unironically. He's Kage level.
Oh yeah, he is.
I mean, okay, I'll quickly get into
He is.
King Lee's comment as well. Shao King, I always go with Shao Canada. How to go from peak fiction JJK to wizard aliens and trash world building? Ah, damn, disrespecting Naruto. Gotta pivot to a better series on my knees. Are we talking about Jojo's? That's a good series, you know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But hey, I respect Black Clover. Wait, aliens? What the hell is?
That's just Naruto.
But he says world building. Oh, it's all Naruto. I think it's all Naruto. Wizards, aliens,
Yeah.
and trash. That's fair. Yeah, because
Oh
of
right,
and
fun
shit.
fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Naruto that most people don't know. Naruto was never supposed to be about ninjas. It was just ninjas were in season. They were originally supposed to be wizards. Have fun with that knowledge, everyone.
Oh yeah. By the way, I wanted to ask the chat as well. So, because I'll read the newest message that Gojo Sakura says Naruto was a great up until the aliens came. So I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but the latency in the stream has changed. So when I speak in the stream, you guys see it faster than before. Before there was like a 10-15 second delay. Right now for this stream, there should be a much shorter delay. Like it should only be a couple seconds now. I don't know if have you guys noticed that? Yeah, see, because have you ever respond quickly to when I said that?
Yep. Also, Quirkless, continuing on with the take. Let's do this. Yeah. Oh yeah, then why is JJK the Harry Potter?
Harry Potter, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure it's Martial and Magic, Muscles and Magic. That's the Gojo. Gojo manga.
Look, I'm just saying, Harry Potter is just Star Wars with fancy sticks instead of laser swords.
It's literally everything. It's got like mecha stuff. It's got the robots. It's so just throw it all in. Now, hey, I've seen a lot of Naruto garbage. Naruto's great.
Gojo's Dumbledore.
Oh, Dad. And he's got the hair for it, so there we go.
He really does. He just needs the beard.
He's not gonna get that treated like Dumbledore. There's no chance. There's no chance. That's gonna be. If Sakuna gets a new body, do you think it would repair the damage to Sukuna's brain? I don't.
In theory, it's weird.
Because the second part is like, would he keep the 10 shadows? I think that's a specific thing for Kenjaku, not soul swapping. I mean, body swapping. Sorry, like the way Sukuna does. I don't think he'd keep. Maybe if it's ingrained on the soul, maybe even their souls aren't shared though. It's not like he's taking Megumi's soul, so I don't think he would. Because even Kenjaku's like. Specifically says it's a byproduct of the technique that I have.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Boruto? Kyle, thoughts on Boruto? It is a like before I say anything, if you like Boruto, God bless you. I shout at you. I'm glad that you can enjoy it. I wish I could enjoy it like you. I wish. If you do, there's nothing wrong with that. But Boruto is genuinely just the whole thing is the ultimate milking and cash grab of what's left of Naruto. Like, let's just not even be around the bush. That's what it is.
Yep.
The anime, beside like a couple fights, it is insanely average. Like it's average. It's not bad. I won't say it's bad. It's just average. It's really mediocre. The manga is the entire manga, right? Excluding I'll get into this later, excluding some of the recent stuff. It's been very average. It's not bad. It's just very, very, very mediocre. But I will say though, what I will say for Boruto is the past couple chapters of the manga have been really good. For the first time, like I've been reading since 2015 it started. Chapter 1 came out, anime came out. For the first time, the past couple chapters actually good stuff. But that's it.
Yeah.
It just took 8 years, but if we finally got him, man, it's starting to get good. Not great, but good. But
the Boruto
Yeah.
Oh, manga is good, but the Boruto anime is just...
Beside the last couple chapters, the manga is insanely mediocre. I would even say the anime is better. Like, the manga is so mediocre. Especially the art style. One thing that's still consistent even now, the art style is garbage. It's just one of those things where I get it's mediocre and it's making them so much money and there's so many fans, but it's just such a stain on the legacy of Naruto. Just to make an extra couple bucks, man. It's just pure... It's like actually destroyed the franchise just for money. I hate it. I really do.
Yep.
But it is.
That's fair.
Yeah. Sorry. Again, if you guys like Boruto, shout you. Alright, there's nothing wrong with not liking it. I mean, listen, I love Fairy Tail to death, and that's like we all know how everyone thinks about fairy tale, right? It's definitely not great. I love it anyway. Things don't have to be great or good for you to love it. But people can't.
Yep.
And I see someone said also, what are your thoughts on the One Piece live action? I really like it. I think it looks great. I mean, do you have any thoughts? Actually, I haven't asked.
Wait, what were you asking?
On the One Piece live action, I think it looked great.
I have not watched it yet.
Oh, just the trailers are out. Just the trailers.
Oh, I haven't watched the trailer yet.
Really?
Because I'm not a One Piece fan. I'm not a One Piece. You see, for me, One Piece is too long.
Oh, that's fair. I can't really disagree with that.
I can't dedicate myself to 1,000 episodes.
I mean, the manga, you could probably read the manga really quickly, like without even skimming it.
I could, but that's a lot of effort that I don't exactly feel like doing. I'm not gonna lie.
It's good though. Like you're missing out on peak fiction, you know. It is what it is.
All right, fine. I'll read it.
Laxus is my king. That's what I'm saying. Everyone knows, man. Laxus is so goated. Natsu, Gray, Gajil, Juvia, man. Prime Juvia.
You
You
got till August 6th to catch up. Yeah, I've seen Fairy Tail. I love it.
He said you wanna time. You've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, so you know the greatness. The
Yeah,
greatness.
I know the greatness of Fairy Tail.
And I'm trolling the greatness. It's just
It is overhated. I'm not gonna lie.
I understand the hate though. Is the fake out deaths are so bad? Like it's vomitingly bad. Is how like Fairy Tail overall is great, but the fake out deaths, it happens so much and it happens so blatantly. Like it actually is affecting how you can enjoy the story. It's just insane.
Yeah.
Acnologius is such a good villain, bro. They did. What was that guy's name? God Erina? Oh, let me search his name. Like the guy with like 7 Dragon Slayer powers. That guy. The guy's so dirty. Fairy Tail, God Serena, bro. They did him so dirty. Man. Oh my! I don't know if you remember. Oh man.
Oh right. What do you think on the entire thing of Megami coming back? What do you think on that?
Megami. Welcome.
Yeah, do you think Megami will come back? I mean,
bro. I think he'll come back in like the in the innate domain. Like Yuji will give him the pep talk. He'll bring him back. Then he'll have his own little moment in the innate domain. Him and Yuji versus Sukuna. But I don't think he'll be back in the. And if he does, it won't be anything too special. I think when Sukuna gets defeated, like then Megami's finally freed. If he's even alive by that point, but
yeah.
My best.
Yeah,
my man. Shout Canada and Gojo Nation. Gotta shout the Canadians. I don't know why I love seeing them. I love the discussion of the manga that aren't JJK distracted from the fact that Megami got his shoes back. His Jordans are fake as hell. Yeah, he did get his shoes, but what was up with that? Like seriously, what was going on with that?
That's what Sakuna was doing during the month, getting the shoes back.
He's like, hey man, feet are probably cold, here are some shoes. Does that mean he's been in that position for a month? God, I can't even imagine him moving. His muscles must go insane. I mean, does your soul have muscle? I guess.
Does your soul get stiff?
Yeah. Does it?
And Yuji tries to get Megami up, and Megami's like, I can't move. I haven't moved from this position in a month. Help.
He just moves and everything cracks, man. Oh god. But can his soul get like a blood clot? Is that even a thing? Maybe a soul clot? I don't know.
Maybe it's really weird.
I mean, Sakuna, when Yuji punched Sakuna in the innate, when like soul to soul, he did bleed. So the soul has blood. This is so weird. I don't know.
This is really weird.
Yeah, I don't know how it is.
Yeah. I have no clue yet.
Country level? Wait, who are we talking about? Wait. Someone says country level question mark. Let me scroll back up. Because I'm curious. I can't find what they're replying to. Laxus walked so Kashimo could run. True. Bro, Laxus is so good, man. I can't even lie. Laxus is.
Killua sprinted so Laxus could run so Kashimo could walk.
Okay. Yeah. The lightning character is always the best. Like, why is it always the lightning character? It's just, it is impossible to mess up the lightning ones, and there's always the best ones. Have you decided what to do when JJK ends? I was thinking One Piece, but because JJK is a very toxic community. JJK, One Piece is even worse somehow. I don't know if I'd get into that.
I'm planning to do Hunter x Hunter and Demon Slayer and still some JJK content.
Demon Slayer,
I think
really?
you can talk to JJK. Yeah, I have studied a lot. I have read a lot of Demon Slayer because I got bored, so I just reread it because I love Akaza.
I guess I was. Oh, Akaza, he's great. I mean, maybe not the best. Upper Moon. What was the Upper Moon one's name? I always forget.
Kokoshibo?
Yes, I think that's his name. The Moon guy. Actual Moon. Upper Moon 1 Moon. Bro, that guy is so cold, man. He's got the real 6 eyes. He's got the real 6 eyes. That's my goat.
Yeah, but I like
I was
Akazu
questioning
more.
because it's over though. Like that's why I'm still gonna do JJK. I think we both will do JJK for a while after it ends. But
Yeah.
it's just like because Demon Slayer is also over. So
I feel there's like enough about Demon Slayer that you can talk about it for a bit. I don't know what manga I'm gonna pick up after on my channel, like in constant review, is the thing.
I would.
That's
Bro, I would love to get into
That's
Hunter x Hunter, but it's just the inconsistency of the hiatus. Like, what would I do
I mean,
in the weeks when
people surprisingly have talked still about Hunter x Hunter for years now, even though it hasn't kind of new content.
I guess I'll see what happens with it, but it's just because One Piece
Yeah.
is so fresh. It's got like chapter after chapter. It'd be really easy to get into, and it also have a lot of hype around it, and also content. Again, just like because new chapters keep coming out, theories. I love theories. I love doing that.
Yep. I don't think Chainsaw Man's the one to get into. I don't think it's that popular. Like in comparison to Jujutsu Kaisen.
I think Chainsaw Man's more popular.
On YouTube in specific is what I'm saying.
I think it's less so about the popularity on YouTube. It's more actually no, it's true. It's true. Like because Chainsaw Man this is why as much as I love Chainsaw Man, I'm never gonna get into it. I did try that. But like when every chapter that comes out, it's got like the most people reading it. It's got like an insane level of fans, like just as much as JJK, if not more, right? But unlike JJK, there's not much to talk about with each chapter. It's one of those things where it's like great to read, very very great to read and be in the fandom. But as a YouTuber, like I know Chainsaw Man YouTubers, like when chapters come out, it's not like with JJK where like a chapter comes out, 50-minute review. Live stream like we're doing 10 different theory videos based on this chapter, going into like in depth of like every single new thing that just came out, like explaining all these crazy possibilities. With Chainsaw Man, I've seen YouTubers like they spend like 3 minutes talking about the chapter and like that's it for the review. Like there's not much else to say. Like, not much theories to give. Again, it's not that's bad. Prodigy. It's just not much to. Hey, yeah, I see Soma and Prodigy. Good to see you guys. Good to see Prodigy. Go in, YouTubers all. Good to see you, Prodigy. My man. It's Kakashi Nation. Kakashi Nation right there. My man. But
so someone just asked, have you seen Konosuba? Have you seen the greatness that is Konosuba?
That is actually in my top 3 favorite anime of all time.
Good.
Not that it's like I'm not saying best, but just favorite. It is. I'd love it. Hey, we got season 3 coming soon. Really?
Yeah.
Did you like his? I guess I can tell you like.
I liked
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Konosuba is great. Best character in it is Kazuma.
Do you read light novels? Maybe?
I do not. I've been trying to, but I do not. I have to find a way to read it.
It is. It's good. It's good. I won't say spoilers. Bro, the web novels, because you know what? I'm not gonna say.
Got it.
I can't. There's like some crazy stuff that happens.
I'm gonna read it.
The anime is great. You've seen anime. That's so.
I've seen it.
It's like genuinely so funny. Man.
Yep.
It's
It is quite funny.
Yeah, because I love, not all isekai, but certain ones, right? If is anyone watching Mushoku Tensei, by the way? Like, because episode 4 is coming out. Oh, Mushoku Tensei is so good. Did you watch it?
I've been trying. I can't find a place to watch it, but I want to watch it.
I can link you a very legal and very official website later if you like.
Thanks, man. Link me the legal and official website.
Only legal. I mean, bro, TCB, OP Sky. I never read such things. Like this chapter,
of course.
I read it Viz in the future. I read the future when it comes out.
We're time travelers.
We
came back in time.
I've looked TCB and Miyamoto on Twitter, man. Never me. You never catch me. Never catch me using leaks.
Actually, we time traveled in order to give you all JJK.
Ooh. Hey, nice. I don't know if you're referencing it, but Ghost Time Travel. What is it called? Time Paradox Ghostwriter. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Read it?
I've not seen it, but I think I can figure out what that is by the name of it.
It's actually one of the original things I covered on the channel. I even made like 2 reviews for it. I have a playlist for it. Let me.
Okay.
Yeah, Time Paradox Ghostwriter. It's so good, but it got axed very early on because it caused a huge controversy in Japan, like a huge one. I can't even lie. Like the people who cancelled it and were complaining about, like, everyone that was just pure sensitive, man. That was just so stupid. Seriously.
100%. No, most things they get cancelled because people are too sensitive.
But in this case, like, the reason is because the main character in the story, he basically is like plagiarizing. This is so crazy. It will be missed. Yeah, you know it really. Like, basically, he's a failing mangaka, but he has like a microwave in his house, and the microwave just one day it just goes off, and when he opens it, it was just activated for some reason. When he opens it, he sees as a manga from the future. And what he does is, like, the first volume, what he does is he basically it's 10 years from the future. He plagiarizes that manga in the modern day. And he becomes like a hit off it. But like it does tackle the dilemma of if he should, because he feels like such a fraud and fraud. That word's been destroyed. But he feels like such a, what is it, like, imposter or whatever. And like he even kills him and he keeps working hard. It's so good because it does challenge, like, is he plagiarizing? Like, if not, because he thinks he is. But because, like, obviously plagiarism is such a massive no-no in Japan, right? Cultural differences are but because, like, they can't even differentiate like fiction from real life. But even more than that, the fact that the main character is against it, but just because he did it, like, they were so upset by it, they actually canceled it. I'm not even kidding. Like, by the outrage. Like, it's like, because we have characters in shonen, like we have Sakuna eating people alive, murdering hundreds of innocent civilians. You know what? Like, is that fine in the real? I don't know, man. It's so stupid. It's so.
I don't know.
I don't know. Hey, good to see you as well, Lawa. Shout out Kurdistan, my guy. But yeah, sounds like Steins Gate. It is. I think it's pretty based off of that. The whole microwave thing from the future. Sorry to get. I just had to let. So many good series. Like, what is it called? Red Hood, if people remember that. Ayashimon, if people remember. So many good series over the years have been axed. It's just heartbreaking, man. It's just sad.
Yeah.
Ayashimon is still too dirty.
But it is, though.
Yeah. Red Hood. Oh, she had. They did a dirty, man. Oh.
So.
Yep.
Someone just asked, is Kenjaku a fraud?
Yesence.
I think so.
No, man, you and Quirkless on this anti-Kenjaku agenda, man.
No. Man steals techniques. Man steals dead body techniques.
The difference is, him and Yuta, like, it is a part of their innate technique when they do it.
Okay. Sakuna figured it out on his own.
Sakuna's is fraudulent,
He didn't need to rely on it. He didn't need to rely on his parents to do it.
Bro, it's the fact that he calls himself the honored one, and he doesn't even have the honor to try and win of his own technique. Really, bro? Like, Kenjaku and Yuta don't call themselves the honored one. That's fair. And they're using their own innate techniques. Sakuna isn't using his innate technique. Rob the Cursed Technique, but more important, like, I'm the honored one, I'm so strong in the Heian era. I would have beat you, Gojo. And like, bro, Heian era yourself would have gone folded. They even tried it, Sukuna. But okay, now I'm trolling. Kenjaku's a parasite? Yeah, pretty much. Not a fraud, but a future bro, when Yuta Jaku comes in, Yuta the stitch mark across his forehead. I'm just saying, man. I called it.
If that happens, I don't think that'll happen. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I hope it does.
I'm not gonna say why yet.
Oh wait, why not? Why
not? Because the plan we have, kind of.
Plan?
The vid plant of why I'm not. That's why I'm not saying why I think Yuta's gonna.
Oh, right, yeah. I just remembered. Yeah. Of who's gonna? Okay. I kind of slept on that actually. I literally forgot that was the thing that he said. Oh, I appreciate it. Never mind. I guess you guys know my answer. For that at least. Yuta Jaku Sakuna plus Gojo. That's Kenjaku high. No. I kind of like that, but not true though. I like it.
No, even in Yuta's body, Kenjaku ain't like that.
Drawing out the full potential of Yuta, bro. And if Kenjaku's refined,
if they draw,
if
they draw out the full potential of Yuta, they're only on par with Gojo. They aren't above him because Gojo's statement of someday they can reach my level.
To be fair,
they don't have more potential.
Like 10 years on top of that for Yuta to reach that level. You'd have to somehow fix the time limit, extend it to like an hour, make his refinement godlike. Just
He just
pretty much,
doesn't have the hunger to do it. He has the potential, just not the hunger.
AKA, right? He's not him.
Exactly.
Trying to say
Exactly.
he's not him. Which is kind of true. It's true.
Yep.
Okay. By the way, I'll let the stream go for like 5 more minutes, and then
Oh, okay.
so yeah. If anyone, any last questions, Hakari, Yuta Jock, no, that's Hakari gas. I like it, but
Rainbow Jackpot goes hard. Rainbow Jackpot goes hard.
Ooh. When the Rainbow Jackpot gives him a new ability, that'd be kind of crazy.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That's
Smosh.
gonna be huge.
Did you see Smosh is back as well? I don't know if you watched them.
Yeah, I saw Smosh in the back, yeah.
Yeah, they uploaded.
I forgot who Smosh was.
Yeah, they uploaded the video like 40 minutes ago. Man, that is like literally.
You know what you're doing after this stream?
Yeah, childhood and my sisters. I remember. Oh man. Even now, because like back in when we were kids, like 2010, 11, 12, 13, maybe 14, like me and my sister would watch Smosh a lot.
Min Cookie.
Yeah? What's
Min
up?
Cookie is asking, where does Kashimo rank in the top tiers with Cursed Technique and Amps?
We discussed that before, right? Like maybe
Yeah, we discussed it before, but I think they were
like
not here for
Yorozu
that
level.
stream. Yep.
Which is like
Yorozu
a
level.
lot big, maybe because Yorozu's really powerful. Probably though, because it's a if it really is just a 5 times increase, it should be that strong. I would say like Yuta or like Hakari Jackpot, for example. If you make them 5 times stronger, that'll probably be about Yorozu's level. Maybe not. But
Yeah.
probably actually.
Oh, and also Dragon Hippo just said, "I'll be waiting for 6K Smasher Pass that kind of breeze."
Yeah, fair. Did I promise? I can't remember if I promised that. If I did, send me the clip. If I did, I can't
You
remember.
said, but you said you were dragging me with you.
Did I? I guess we're doing that. There we go. I guess.
All right, but
Next stream, hey, if we hit 6K at a time. There we go.
let's do this.
Oh man. Kaio is a sister. Yeah, I have a brother as well. I think you guys already knew about the brother. I said it in the video before. Do people not know I have a sister? Do you have a brother and sister?
Yeah. Me? I have a brother, but I don't have a sister.
Older, maybe?
Yeah, he's like 7 years older than me.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
well, I think we're like about the same age. I think.
Yeah, you're a year older than me.
Wait, so does your brother know about your channel?
Yes, but I don't allow him to watch it because he's watching the JJK anime, and I don't want to spoil him.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I thought it was like because it was your videos, and you're like, oh no, can't.
I mean that too, but also, yeah.
Oh wait, Seven Sins says he's reading Ellie Seed. I think it's pretty good. Least favorite character is Duke. Well, you're really far in if you've seen Duke then. You said you just.
I have not watched yet. I
Bro,
need to do that now.
Duke is bro. Seven Sins. If you think Duke is bad, just let it continue, bro. Duke is.
Oh my.
Duke is fraud, bro. If you think Sakuna's a fraud, times it by 1,000,000, and that's Duke. That's Duke. That's literal fraudulent bum merchant, man. He needs to. Actually, if I could go into LEC, I would lose, but I'll try and be his ass. I would die, but I try, man.
Just like with Sakuna.
Now Sakuna, I'd be like fraudulent, but at least in series it makes sense. Duke just makes no sense. This guy's just an asshole. Yeah, I see you heavy weather, man. You need to get back on it, man.
Yeah. Oh, they just asked you where does Yuji rank in the show, right?
Wait, which
or is
one?
it?
There's a lot of.
It's the new from Stormzy.
Oh yeah. Where is Yuta? Yuji, sorry. I have no clue. Like Yuji could rank above Yuta for all I know. Like we literally have no.
Oh, they said in the show. So I'm guessing they mean the anime and not the manga.
Oh, so he'd probably be like really, really high tier, grade 1, not Choso level because Choso beat Yuji, even when Yuji had plot help and Mekamaru and like help, he still lost. That's so he's not even now yet. Yeah. So definitely not Naobito level who would destroy Naoya. I think the reason he might have a copy of 10 Shadows, the same Sakuna's technique would go to Yuji. Maybe. I don't know. I think it just works different. We'll see though. But regardless, I think this is the final body Sukuna will have Megumi's. Like if he loses in this body, he just loses. Unless he somehow
he either loses in this body or he gets his own body, in my opinion. I don't think he's getting a new vessel.
And Naruto didn't steal Kura. No, by the way, the reason no one in Naruto is a fraud, like Madara, none of these guys are frauds in Naruto, is because everyone in Naruto literally gets their powers like from stealing others, gifted. Literally every OP character in Naruto was just gifted power. All of them.
Naruto's not bragging about his own power.
Bro, Naruto was like given 6-pass powers. He was given the 9 tails. He was like given all this bullshit. Sasuke was like his own brother's eyes into him. All right, Madara like he jacked Hashirama's power and all the tailed beast. Kakashi stole Obito. He's got Obito's eye. Like every character in Naruto has that. It's not like
I mean,
JJK.
to be fair, Kakashi got stronger than he did without his eyes.
But it's why. Oh yeah, that's true. In the what is it like the light
yeah?
That's still crazy to comprehend.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like Light Novel's like a really crazy statement of this. Like he has surpassed his work. So.
Because I get the reasoning, but it's just still hard to comprehend. It was because the Sharingan isn't draining his chakra anymore. Like he can actually fight
isn't draining his
efficiently.
And his massive amount of chakra control he has, so he can basically, Ryu, right? And his 100% output.
Yeah.
Kakashi can do that now.
I know, but like even then, it's just so weird to think Kakashi should have just ripped his eyes out, and he would have been strong. Really? Because the Mangekyo is. I don't know. Like,
I mean, I guess it makes a lot of sense, but it's also just weird.
Yeah. When will the next stream be? Probably in a week from now. No, probably not. I don't even know. Because I have some exams coming up. So the next video is going to be like the chapter whatever on the 2nd of August. I don't even know if maybe I'll stream in that week, but maybe not. But I don't know. We'll see. The last thing I'll answer, where is Yuta? Doesn't have the hunger to grow coming from? The entire time was around your first round. I think what we say is like, he doesn't have a thirst for battle. Like a desire to become the strong. He does train, right? He does train. But he just doesn't have the... Do you get what I'm saying? Like, even he himself, the narrator said, he himself says, he'll never find meaning or pleasure in battle. You know?
Oh, and also, to that statement, Yuta didn't do that because of himself. Yuta did that because Gojo told him to. Let's not confuse things. Let's make that clear. Yeah. Yuta did not do that of his own fruition and free will and initiative.
Yeah, for sure it's not counting. By the way, it's definitely not counting DMS. By the way, definitely DMS.
Like they specify not DMS.
Yeah, no, DMS Kakashi is actually 6. It's so crazy how strong DMS is 6 because he got 6-pass chakra. That's so weird though. So he got 6-pass chakra confirmed. He got 6-pass chakra, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'm like 99% sure. But wait,
it's just confirmed he got 6-pass chakra.
Wait, is this new Mushoku Tensei out, or is that tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow. Anyway, sorry, I just saw this video came out.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say was, why did he not get any of it left over? I get why the eyes didn't stay over. But, because Naruto and Sasuke were gifted the chakra. It's not their own chakra, they were gifted from Hagoromo. Same with Kakashi. I get not keeping the eyes, but shouldn't the chakra have left? Or some of the 6-pass chakra?
The 6-pass chakra didn't come from Hagoromo. It came from Obito because they were 6-pass.
But shouldn't that have stayed though? I get why the eyes didn't. But shouldn't the chakra have...
the eyes. It went with the eyes.
But... So why didn't Hagoromo's power leave Naruto and Sasuke?
Because Hagoromo's power is different from the Ten Tails power, because that's Kaguya.
I guess maybe it was like... Oh, whoops, headphones fell. I guess maybe Hagoromo let them keep it, but Obito was like,
that's most likely.
Obito was like, I kind of need it. I kind of need my powers back, man.
Look, I need to be able to see Rin in the afterlife. Do you understand me, buddy?
That is true. He actually did need it back to travel back to the afterlife, so... If not, he would have... I mean, he could have stayed in Kakashi's soul. That would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yep. So that was the last question, right?
Yeah. And Gojo Kakashi? I don't know about that, but... Yeah, even GEGE said Kakashi.
GEGE literally says Gojo's strong. Kakashi is stronger.
King Knee, my man. Okay, now here's the last question. I appreciate King Knee. That's awesome. Shao Canada. Oh, I can't forget. Shao Canada. Appreciate it, 20 Canadian. He says, splitting the QB in two while being impaled, giving 30-minute speech to a child who is like 30 years old, learning how to channel dead QB chakra modes by being dead for 15 years. Just throw the. You know what? Listen, there may have been a lot of inconsistencies and plot holes in Naruto, but it was cool seeing Minato with the Kyuubi.
He just talked faster than the speed of sound. That's how Naruto is.
There we go. Minato, he's not known as the Yellow Flash for no reason.
Yep.
Oh man.
Oh, and before we end the stream, I just want to say, everyone, subscribe to Kaya. Get this man to 6K soon. I believe in y'all. Y'all are great.
I think like let's say there's like 120 people here. I don't even I think most people here are subscribed as well, but even if everyone wasn't and they did, I don't think it would. I appreciate it though.
I have hope.
I check out, of course. First of all, thanks, Kingy, and thank you, Eternal Flame, coming on. Appreciate it. If you guys haven't, I'm sure most of you have, but if even one person hasn't, check out King. Let's say King Flame, Eternal Flame. Sorry, names mixed up. Eternal Flame, great JJK YouTuber. Links in the description, and you just click his name as well. I just go to the channel. I appreciate having you on. And of course, thank you to everyone in the chat, like whether you donated, chatted, or just watched. Thank you for coming by. 6K smash it fast. Please don't spam us off for and show the spam. I don't know Warhammer. I think I've heard of it some game, but I don't know what the works are.
Warhammer 40K. I have to talk to my friends about that. They know a lot more.
Yeah. All right. But hey, appreciate it. No Iki, Heavy Weather, King, everyone coming by. Appreciate it. But that's all. Take care. Have a nice day.